He's a serial kidnapper.
He chops them up and dumps their parts.
I can't find a thing in this guy.
What are we missing?
You need to see this.
Found, new next Thursday on NBC and Peacock.
Two students recently died in a similar manner.
You think the sorority is involved? We were all trying to really help them.
Those girls are definitely hiding something.
The Irrational, You, Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
And now at 11, you can still see that orange glow in the distance as the mountain fire burns in Ventura County for the second straight night. Certainly nothing compared to what we saw last night, but the damage up there is extensive. This evening, we found out 132 buildings, mostly homes, were destroyed when the fire burned through Camarillo. This fire is at least 20,000 acres tonight with just 5% containment. And the governor has declared a state of emergency for the area. Now, we have live team coverage from Camarillo tonight, and we're tracking the wind and the improving conditions for firefighters tomorrow. We're going to start right now with NBC4's Darsha Phillips. Darsha?
Yeah, Colleen, we're on Old Coach Road, one of the streets hardest hit by this fire. You can see behind me one of the homes of the several dozen homes that were burned in the area. Now, we spoke to several people today. They say they barely got out of here in time, fleeing with just the clothes on their backs, and now many returning to find everything gone. Tonight, crews mopping up small fires in neighborhoods that were decimated by fast-moving flames. Utility crews also working around the clock to turn off gas lines and repair burned power poles. And homeowners returning to neighborhoods they hardly recognize.
And it's just tragic. It's absolutely devastating.
People across the street, those people over there, these people here. They have no home.
Nils Ruckert says when he and his wife evacuated, the fire had already reached their home on Old Coach Road.
And before we knew, we saw flames. We got to get out of here now. And we just grabbed a couple of things and took off.
He and his son Eric, who grew up in the house, didn't think there would be a home to come back to. But amazingly, it was still standing.
We basically figured out that our neighbor across the street, a retired fireman, had put out flames on the house to keep it standing.
The neighbor, a retired firefighter, couldn't save his own home. He, like so many others, lost everything.
Oh, it's gone. There's nothing left.
The neighbors, many who've known each other for decades, now turning to each other for comfort.
Last year I lost Lena, I lost the house.
Trying to find the strength to rise from the ashes.
I've been there 52 years. And we'll figure out what we're doing.
And reminding one another they do have something to be grateful for.
We're so thankful. We're just so thankful that everybody on our street got out alive, even with the destruction.
Now, many people saying they don't know what their next steps are, but they're hoping to somehow rebuild. Reporting live tonight from Camarillo, I'm Darsha Phillips, NBC4 News.
Darsha, thank you for that. Let's check in right now with Melissa McGee. You can really see the difference between this time last night. The winds really died down overnight.
They really did, Colleen. In fact, we started to see those winds subside earlier today. They will continue to do so as we go throughout the rest of tonight and even into our Friday. But the red flag warning stays up for areas in San Bernardino, Riverside County, mountains and deserts, as well as LA and Ventura County. So this has now been extended until 11 a.m. on Friday. Not so much because the Santa Ana's, but we still have relative humidity that will remain on the low side. So fire growth is still a concern. Also, the air quality close to the mountain fire in Ventura County. If you look at the shaded circles here, they're either orange or red in those locations for LA and Ventura County. That's an indication that the air is unhealthy for sensitive groups or everyone. I want to show you the smoke futurecast, though. As I put this into motion, the winds will start to pick up as we get into Friday afternoon. And then look what happens as we tap into more of an onshore flow tomorrow. That smoke will blow to the east at across areas in LA County. That's why an air quality alert has been issued for areas in the Inland Empire as well as LA and Ventura County. So the Santa Ana's move out, but the air quality is a concern as we head